live now?
Playdate.
Episode 108.
Kemba Walker on the Hornets.
Kemba Walker on the Hornets. We were just in Charlotte.
Or Kemba Walker on the Bobcat. Was he ever on the Hornets? I think it was the Bobcats when he was there.
I don't know. And you're putting me in a weird spot because I have no fucking clue. What about Tony Romo?
He didn't wear 8.
What did he wear?
9. But you can do it tomorrow.
Well,
what do you mean, okay?
Lamar Jackson.
Sure.
Are you, Lauren, whatever happened to you? You used to Google this shit.
This looks disgusting.
You're not even, you haven't typed in a word.
Oh, Lauren's got some sort of gruel.
She's eating gruel again.
We know he's...
Well, what did you want me to Google?
I don't know.
Just stay on top of it.
Stay on top of... I'm sorry. We came back hot.
We came back
We're the
hot.
bad boys of podcasting again.
Yeah, how was your journeys?
Dude, yesterday was
an
one
adventure.
of the... With the exception of that one where I was throwing up on the plane.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the worst, the hardest I've ever traveled.
Really? Why?
Willy, we were in North Carolina. Willy went to an MJ Lenderman concert and left the rest of us unsupervised. Mm-hmm. And James and I were playing on a golf simulator, and we were trying to be the first guy. It was so stupid. We were trying to be the first guys to tie until the sun came up. It didn't make any sense.
Tie?
What?
We were trying to have the same score until the sun came up. And then at 4:45, we were just like, what are we doing? We got a little bit more sober and kind of realized how stupid it was.
Tie until... Well, you might have been the first guys to tie until the sun come up.
No, I know, but it was it was just there's no reason we should have been doing that. And
so
then,
this place was open all night?
No, we had a golf simulator in our house.
We were in this sick Airbnb that was it's called Birdie House. And they have
cool.
a simulator.
Kenward's buddy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
They have a green in the yard too. It was actually
It was cool. But then we woke up and we were driving to the airport. It was kind of that same hungover when you and I went to Epcot the first time, where everything was really,
funny.
really, really funny. And then we got to the airport and it literally in the blink of an eye, it wasn't funny anymore. I was in pain. And so Bobby and I went and got a couple beers, and that made me feel a little bit better, which is always it's the wrong line of thinking.
Yeah,
it's a temporary solution to a pretty permanent problem. Because once those wear off, I was where I was before times a million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was checking the upgrade. There were 9 available first class seats. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll get one. And whatever number it was, I was 1 below. That's when there were 9 available. I was 10, whatever. And so I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm not going to get my hopes up. And then when I scanned my ticket, they put me in first class. So I don't know what happened. But then here's the kicker.
Kick me.
It was one of those ones where it's just wide enough where you can slip in without the person in the aisle having to get out. Mm-hmm. But she should have just gotten out. And so I was kind of tiptoeing by her, and my stomach wasn't feeling great. And I let out a silent fart. And
Dude.
was no, I didn't Lauren, I wasn't on purpose. I
farted on an old homeless woman.
Wait, you can't just escalate it like that.
That's what I heard.
She was far from, where did she get homeless?
She wasn't at her house, so
whatever. So she didn't.
Unless you're just guessing.
I made a face oh, do you guys smell that? It wasn't me before you could smell it. And then there wasn't a smell, so I just looked nuts to her.
Yeah.
I don't think she knew it. And then I went to sit up like this, 30 minutes into the flight, and the second I put my leg up like this, a loud fart came out. But we were up in the air, so I don't think she heard it. But it was the nightmare of getting sat next to me.
You're a crop
And I was
duster.
crop dusting her.
It's fine, dude. It happens. We're guys. We crop dust.
How was MJ Lenderman?
MJ Lenderman.
New shirt and hat? Why are you? Is that a Detroit hat?
Yeah, I got my family friend Deborah Linder gave this to me. And
Shout out Deborah.
Shout out Deborah Linder. And
is she a Tigers fan?
Yeah, she lives in Ann Arbor. And then I got this shirt at the concert. But it was, how about this? We're in North Carolina, and this the second to last night. We're 2 hours from Charlotte, but I just happened to be looking at the app Song Kick, and it matches your Spotify. It sounds like an ad read, but anyway. So I opened it up. It matches your Spotify to concerts near where you are. So you open it up and it'll just tell you like
Ooh, I
if
need
an
to get
artist
that.
you listen to a lot is in a city near you.
That's a brilliant idea.
I'm
And
downloading
so I
it.
opened it up and it said MJ Lenderman today. And I was like, oh, fuck, I missed it. And then I realized it was 12:51. So I was like, so after our last shoot yesterday, I had to take a 2-hour Uber. Cost $150 to Charlotte. But the ticket was only $12. So I feel like
$12.
I would have paid $150 for the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it evens out. And my two best friends from high school, Daniel and Thomas, live in Charlotte right by the venue.
Wow.
So they came with me to the show and we got to hang out. MJ, my little guy, not feeling very well. He was
sick?
He didn't sound he was clearly dealing with something. He was like, hey, sorry, my voice isn't really there. And then still played like a whole set, which is honestly unbelievable.
That is crazy.
But it was a little low energy
did
vibe.
you cheer him on?
But
Did you say,
I
like,
cheered him on.
We're here for you.
I said, I love you. My favorite part was he has a line where he says the word Pope and everyone cheered. It's just like,
that's funny.
popes are hot right now.
Yeah.
You turn around. You're like, that was a big applause. There's like all the cardinals behind you.
With the line is like, every Catholic knows they could have been Pope. And just right after it, everyone was like, woo, yeah, woo.
Everyone's like, come on. One guy's. They're like thinking like the next
They
go
could be
around
it.
we got a shot.
Yeah.
Did you see what they're doing to his childhood home, the Pope?
The Pope, no.
So he obviously just has a childhood house in Chicago that he grew up in.
Yeah.
It's owned by a new family now, and they were like, all right, pretty good opportunity to like auction it off and make like a ton of money.
True.
And the city, I guess, is claiming that it's their property because it's like a landmark, so they want to just. But it's like you can't
What?
just because the Pope lived at your house at some point doesn't mean that you have to like give it up to be a music. Like they got lucky. They should reap
should just-
the reward.
Yeah, that's
They
bizarre.
live in sacred walls. They should just own it.
Yeah. I don't. It's kind of like the guy who owns the Breaking Bad house, where it's like I bet it would get old. Like
That lady like screams at people every day.
that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying like unless you want people constantly at your house, like this is gonna be like a point of pilgrimage now,
Is it?
dude. You know, crazy.
Chicago area man
diehard
discovers
Catholics
he
are?
owns. That's funny.
It doesn't sit right with me that he's had sex.
I like that actually a lot.
So have most priests not, like, do most of them just enter the priesthood
Wait, how do
before
you know he's
ever?
had sex?
Someone's mom said she banged him when he was at Villanova.
Was that a
never
TikTok?
said they had sex. I saw that.
Okay,
TikTok.
they had
I
a
don't
they had a
think that was real.
situationship.
Yeah, but I mean, if he was I think he was Catholic his whole life. Like, you're not supposed, like, unless he sinned, which is not out of the picture, but like,
Yeah.
I think it's very much within the realm of possibility that he hasn't had sex.
I would say 99% of Catholics have had sex before marriage.
I actually don't know.
99. I don't think that high.
I feel like that seems like if people
Unless
are like
I'm just
actual like devout Catholics, like if we count,
We totally count.
we probably I'm about 95% myself. Come on. I'm about 95%.
I don't get it.
Like I've had so much sex it accounts for 95% of Catholics.
Yeah, wait.
I've had enough.
90
I've had enough for a whole 100.
99% of Catholics have had sex before marriage, but 95% of them did it with Will.
No, like
They call him the King
like
Slayer.
if you, I don't know, you're just at 95% of Cardinals have had sex with me.
Oh God, dude! Did I tell you about my buddy who they all sued his Catholic school? He went to a Catholic high school, and one of the fathers or whatever
Was it Chevers?
no, not Maine.
Because
Not
there was
Maine.
like a guy involved with it there,
What happened there?
or like one of the priests from Spotlight,
What's Spotlight?
the movie about like the priest abuse stuff in Boston. Like one of the guys got transferred to Chevers
Someone was telling me about
because
that.
they just like instead of like punishing them, they just like send them
Send
other
them away.
places. Yeah.
They send him to a place where all the kids are really ugly or something. So that they.
All right, keep going.
So my buddy they caught the gym teacher who was also a priest
Yeah.
filming them in the locker room, and so they all sued the school, and I think each kid got like $100,000.
Damn.
Whoa.
But they were like, he didn't get anything. They were just like in their boxers. So they were like, that seems like a fair trade. Like they didn't feel like super.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was disgusting and gross that he did that, but they were like, it's not like he has some like crazy thing or like abused us, whatever. Like he got I got $100,000 for a video of me in my boxers. Like I would do that every day. Obviously, you feel like a little icky.
Yeah. I don't think I'm. Yeah, sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Like it was your kid.
Oh, no. Their parents were furious, obviously. But I'm saying, like, these are like 18-year-old, 17, 18-year-old boys. They were just like, I feel like a little, like, icky about it. But, like, you got...
Yeah, get your bag, King.
So what if every morning there was someone in your closet filming you, but you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Would you allow for that if you were going to get $100,000
a day?
Yeah.
Are you joking? I would let...
But you don't know who he is, what he looks like.
So $100,000 a day
cute?
Is $100,000 a day $36 million a year? 36 and a half or $360 million?
You'd make $1 million every 10 days.
Yeah, so $36 million a year for some guy to film me in my skivvies?
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
$36.5 million a year for a guy who sits in my closet, but according to Lauren's logic, I do not know he's there.
Or
he's
what he
either
looks
there
like.
or he's not.
Well, I will tell you.
It's Schrodinger's guy in your closet filming your naked.
Lauren, well, I have to tell you something.
What?
I think that, and obviously this is like, I'm like 75% serious about this. And I think I'm being paranoid. I genuinely think there's a guy like in my vents.
Oh yeah, you said this.
I've thought this at every house I've lived in, but this one specifically.
You have schizophrenia.
Yeah, I was just gonna
What?
say.
What?
No. I told you about it.
You genuinely think there's a guy in your vents? You're not.
No.
You're lying.
You're
You're
lying.
lying.
I will give you
would have
that.
called the cops.
Not genuinely.
Okay.
Can you find blood on it or something?
Yes, okay. There's like
We showed
this
that before,
mystery goo that every once in a while comes out of the what?
I didn't say anything. This is just insane.
It was on the vent, and then I'll hear stuff up there.
And then a guy sprays his mystery goo out the vent. There's
All
someone
I'm saying.
shooting mystery goo out your vents. Guess that's how you know.
And
it's
so
a
I
guy.
already feel like that's happening. So yeah, to answer your question, Lauren, I would do it. I would do it for a lot less than $100,000 a day. I mean, is he a threat? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna act on it at all, or is he just filming?
You don't know.
Okay, well that changes. Now your question is, would you get assaulted every day for $100,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, what-
The answer
yeah.
is no.
Sorry.
But if he's just filming, yeah, totally.
What if he's famous?
I saw.
What if A-list?
A-list. Okay, like Ashton Kutcher's in your vents filming you,
And he's shooting goo.
and he's shooting his
Who would
mystery.
you want
goo
it
at
to
you.
be? Who would you want it to be?
Who would I want?
Would I
to be-
want in my vents?
If there was someone in there,
Do they want to be
Who would
there?
I want? Do they want to be there?
Well, that's, you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to
you
put
didn't
someone.
put him there. He
has
wants
to be a guy?
there, or she.
I want like a I don't know, Taylor Swift. Could you sing?
I would go.
I'm gonna be on like a watch list.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom.
Or
I just like you to know he's up there.
Keira Knightley. You
Yeah,
get the whole cast.
dude. I've
You,
been.
you do Johnny Depp.
Sure.
I got to watch Star Wars for the first time yesterday. The
Ew.
what? He's allowed to burp.
I'm allowed to burp. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Don't let. I'm so sorry about her.
I'm sorry about it. You watched Star? Which one?
4, because I've seen the
Okay, yeah,
I saw the
yeah.
prequels. I just finished Empire Strikes Back, so I moved on to A New Hope.
Nice. Wait, you finished Revenge of the Sith.
Sorry, Revenge of the Sith.
Got it.
What did I say?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
You got that coming up,
Dude, also, I was talking about this yesterday. The names of all the Star Wars are sick.
Yes.
If someone called me the Phantom Menace, there'd be some mystery goo. Let me tell you.
Here's my take, and I'll see if you disagree with it.
Wait, can I tell you what I think before, so
Yes,
it isn't biased? Because I think you are on this same thing. Granted, it's early. I prefer the prequels so far.
I'm totally a prequels guy. I'm vastly pervert.
Is that because we're children?
I think it's because the like beauty of like the original Star Wars is like it was like this space opera, and it was like made at a time where that was like unique and cool, and like, but now it's kind of lost. It's like it was so successful that it's been mirrored so many times in like stuff that we consume that it doesn't feel as original anymore. Like it's not like revolutionary at all. You know about these characters and stuff, and like it's just a little bit like cornier and like not as impressive like technically too, because they didn't have like the ability to do like these crazy.
Yes.
It was like they made it all with like literal props. Like they made like tiny versions of all the ships and filmed them up close. That's how they do all the space scenes. But also, I think the way you're doing it, going the prequels into the fourth one too, is like hard. It's jarring because it's like you like regress technologically between the third and the fourth one in terms of like and in terms of like the writing and like ways.
I also just like the
writing,
cast
but-
in the prequels better.
Yes. Well, I think Anakin's all-time character.
He's one of the best.
He got like shit on for that role, Hayden Christensen.
No, I thought the little kid got shit on for it.
No, Hayden Christensen got like
Really?
He went into like hiding for like years. He just like now is doing events and stuff again.
But why did people hate it? He was
I think
awesome.
I think a lot of the dialogue is really poorly, like kind of poorly written. Like those scenes, like with like Padme in the like in the villa in like Naboo, like when they're like by the lake. And yeah, like I don't know. There's like just some corny ass lines that he's given.
There's some corny ass lines in the one that I watched yesterday.
Yeah,
I just think that I don't like because Luke Skywalker talks like a 70s American teenager. So it's like hard to like they didn't nail it feels like I feel more immersed in the prequels.
Agreed, yeah.
Because Hayden Christensen talks like he doesn't talk like a 2000s teenager. Like Luke Skywalker talks like a kid from New Jersey.
Yes, I agree. I think it's a little. I like the prequels a lot better.
Have you guys seen?
You should watch Rogue One too. You should have watched that in between 3 and 4.
So I almost made a fatal error last night. I almost bought all 9.
Okay.
For $99. It was a bundle. Turns out they're all on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you have Disney Plus? Okay, yeah, nice.
Apparently. The amount of I canceled, I couldn't figure out a way to figure out what I was subscribed to.
Yeah.
So I canceled my debit card and started a new one. And I'm learning that I had a lot, but now I only have the ones I want. Like I was paying for like Peacock, who I had like basically every single one at some point because I think I started all the free trials.
Yeah.
I'm getting charged. The only thing I'm still getting charged for that I can't figure out how to cancel is DoorDash, which I don't even have a DoorDash account. So it's $10 a month.
Can I use your Disney? Let's go.
You got the no ads? I got the one with ads.
I think I have the Hulu with ads.
I kind of like ads because then I look on my phone.
Really?
All I'm saying, Lauren,
really perverse way of thinking, but yeah.
if you want to stream with no ads between the two of us, you know who to call. Our friends over at Accelerator have a sale for you, and you still have one day to get over to Amazon. Enter code $4 off at checkout for $4 off any of their amazing flavors like Rocket Pop, Cherry Ice, or me and Willy's personal favorite, Cotton Candy by Livy Dunn. This isn't like your other energy drinks. Amazing flavors with 100% natural caffeine to keep you energized for your day. Willy, let the people know why you love Accelerator so much.
Man, you know I've been a fan since day one. Honestly, I love all the flavors. But let me say this. It also has no carbs, no chemical preservatives, no artificial flavors, and no sugar. And now you can get it $4 off on Amazon. Go stock up now. This stuff is the truth.
I've been back on my gym grind recently, and I've been drinking Accelerator every morning as pre-workout. And
I had one before my race.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I did.
It's
I drank
perfect.
one the morning of the race.
Okay. Yeah, highly recommend.
I have to say where I.
All right, so go to Amazon and use code $4 off.
I'm sorry, that was not cool.
Wait, sorry, I was.
It's fine. It's just you guys get to talk about all the crazy like workout stuff that you guys drink it before, and it feels like you're just kind of like ostracizing me for maybe not being as fit as you guys.
Ostrich-sized? They make an ostrich-sized accelerator? Sorry, I tuned out to everything else you said.
It's huge. Guys, go get it on Amazon today. We will see you guys later.
Code $4 off. Hey, I did my big race.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Did your friends go?
Yeah. Nice. They none of them went to the race part of it, but they all came and met me after. We had a barbecue after.
Yay.
So all that shit Carolina was texting with you secretly about making a sign or whatever.
Carolina was like texting me like I need, marathon sign ideas, and I like spent some time on it, and then she was like reminding me like I need more, whatever, and then she just didn't fucking go.
their defense, if it was reverse psychiatry, it worked because
Reverse psychiatry?
yeah, it's in the office. That's it. And I kept thinking like my friends are about to see me, so I gotta like keep it together, like keep looking like stay strong, like can't be like falling apart when they see me. And all the way until like the last mile, I was like, oh, they're not here. But not in a bad. Like I don't. I literally specifically texted them like, do not. I started at 7:25 a.m. So it was like, and I was in Brooklyn and they're all in Manhattan, so it would have been. But my mom and sister were there at like. They like had my mom had mapped out this perfect route where they saw me at mile 3, mile 4, and mile 7. That's awesome. And then my dad was there right at the finish line, which is really cool. And did you see that picture?
That was really cute.
Isn't that so cool? My brother got a picture of my dad like high fiving me.
That's awesome.
Oh,
right as I was about to cross the finish line.
So what was your time?
1:52.
Did you feel
like
like
an 8:30 pace?
That's awesome.
Did you feel like he was robbing you of your special moment there?
My dad?
Yeah.
No, it made me so happy to see him.
I was joking. There's one video though where this woman's about to win like an Ironman or a triathlon or whatever.
Yeah.
And her husband brought her kids out like 30 yards from the finish line. It's like a tight race. Like she has to like keep going.
Yeah.
And she obviously like runs past the kids.
Yeah.
To like finish her race. And all the comments were like, he's trying to steal her moment. Which he like kind of was. It was like super he like put the kids on the course being like, hug mommy. And it was like, no, she's about to like win an Ironman.
Yeah. She just decks one of them.
You know what they should do? The marathons should offer a service for friends who like to sleep in, where you can pay and they'll put a cardboard cutout of you holding up the sign of your choice at the
or
sign. From like COVID baseball stadiums.
Here's an idea. You can submit little voice memos to like pop up in your friends'
in their ears.
No, at random points.
I would be like, put the song back on.
No, they just like quick little guys. Yeah, what did you listen to? What was the?
I made a whole playlist. It was like
message from Lauren.
It's
like fart into the mic. Sorry,
it was like a lot of like I was very emo skewing playlist, like a lot of modern baseball and shit, and then some like 2 Chainz on there, just trying to keep
2 Chainz, famously emo.
Yeah.
No, I was saying emo and then 2 Chainz.
I got
and
you.
Then
what song was playing when you ran across the finish line?
Oh fuck, that's a good question. I think I might have stopped it for the very end. Actually. Or no,
That's
it was
soak in the moment.
No, it was actually "Dancing in the Club" by MJ Lenderman, which is not a hype song at all, but it hit like right in the last like sprint. I remember "Door Swangin'" by 2 Chainz hit like 2 miles to go when I like needed it most, and I was like, can't forget how I fucking had the door swinging. It fired me up.
Oh, I love that.
Well, you're trying to tell MJ Lenderman that you finished your marathon to his song. You're like, MJ, I finished to you. And he's like, oh no.
Well, it was funny. Then like 2 days later, I was at a show and he played that song, and it was kind of cool. But
during the race, were you next to someone, like next to anyone the entire time, or did people kind of like disperse a lot?
No, it comes and go. Well, there was a pace guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they hold the signs, right?
Yeah, and they run like the exact pace so that you don't have to like look at because I put my phone. I didn't look at my phone the whole time.
What?
The Venice
like,
half
they
was
have
going
guys
on.
that are like really good runners, and they'll run at a very specific pace and hold the sign up
for the whole thing.
Race.
Or they?
Yeah,
that's sick.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like that they could run faster than that, but they're well trained enough to run it. So there was a guy with like a 155 pace card that I of course had to pee right at the start, so I missed like the start. Not that like it doesn't count until you cross the start, for your own time. But like I missed where my corral was supposed to start, so I ended up starting with like a slower group. So I was kind of like weaving. Anyway, at some point I caught up to the 155 pace guy.
Yeah,
and so I was kind of like, I just want to be under 2 hours. So I was like, obviously want to beat this guy, but like if I can just, as long as I can see that guy, I'll be happy. And so I kind of was staying with that. I don't even think this is like the right way to do it, but like he would like pass me a little and I'd be like, no. And then I would just like book it for like a couple minutes and then like be like, oh fuck. And I kind of slow down and then he'd like creep up on me and then I go fat. Like I was like doing these really inconsistent, but I got there. He ended up passing me at the end and then it turned out I must have started way after him because I was 152 even though he beat me. So
nice.
That's sick.
That was fun.
I told Willy this story already, Lauren, but my dad lived in Manhattan Beach after college, and the LA Marathon was coming up, and his buddy, this like guy from I think New Zealand or Australia, whatever, like one of those like crazy athletes, whatever, was like, I think I'm gonna run the marathon. They were like, you know, more power to you, but like he ran like a little bit every morning. He would run like 5 miles every morning, but apparently he hadn't gone for like a long one, whatever. So they're like, all right, we're gonna go watch him. And after like a couple miles, he's like in the top like 100 people, like he's flying.
Oh god.
They're like, oh my god. So they like go up and they keep seeing him every like handful of miles, whatever. And then they lost him. They couldn't get close enough to the like finish line because my dad was just like driving and then like getting out and like running next to the thing, whatever. And so they go home. They're like, we didn't see him. Never saw him finish, whatever.
Yeah.
They go home. He shows up at like midnight, and they were like, hey man, how'd the race go? And he was like, he got sent to the emergency room. Apparently what happened was he was in the top like 75 towards the end, and apparently like 50 yards from the finish line collapsed. And
oh my god,
he like wasn't even like, he was like, guys tried to like pick him up and were gonna like help him, but he was like totally unconscious. So they took him to the hospital. He like almost finished his first marathon like really well, and then just collapsed.
Dude,
50 yards.
that's scary. Well, people
died at the race I was
Oh
in.
my god!
Like a few minutes ahead of me.
Fuck.
Yeah, got 31-year-old dude dropped dead, and then another guy got like CPR at the finish line. It was like it was like 100% humidity when the race started, which I don't think anyone was like prepared for. So it was like, yeah.
What do you think was the cause of him? Like,
it was like a heart thing. Like it was a freak. It looks like like from the pictures I saw online, like he looks like in shape too. Like I don't think. There's no way that it like running
That's
8 miles
so
killed him. I think he
terrible.
just had like some sort of freak.
did you run a full 13 at all before the race ever?
No,
Or?
I had done like 11.
Okay.
But I kind of did. When I did 11, like I was like, I probably could, but I kind of wanted the first time I did it to be.
Yeah.
You wanted your first time to be special, man.
Yeah, exactly. But I do. Yeah, it does make me feel bad too. Like everyone, my brother's like, you know, like he's big into the running scene in New York. He fucking ran.
What
like
was Sam's
He ran
pace?
like a 120, like a 6:20 pace. Or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's fucking fast. And that wasn't even his best. He's done like better.
Wow.
But he was saying that like all the people in the running community too, like were saying that like no one PR'd. Like it was like a really, it was hard, tough conditions that day. So that makes me feel even better.
What if you got to the finish line and the person giving CPR was like really hot? So you like
fake, like in
fake
yeah,
collapse.
yeah, I need mouth to mouth.
You're like, whenever you're done with him, I'm having a tough time.
But dude, I was totally fine after the race. Went and met my family at a bar, had like a couple beers.
Oh, it probably tasted so good.
Kind of, except I was like, I don't like.
Fuck.
Lauren
Not beating
Lauren
the
just got
allegation.
excited. Oh, beers. Oh, this probably
Not
tastes. You
beating
probably.
the
Oh my god,
Not.
you probably felt so good. Like all the voices in your head quieted down.
You finally felt like yourself.
Anyway.
But anyway, then we like take the subway into Prospect Park. We're having like a picnic with my family, and I invited all my friends and stuff. And like the moment we're on the train, it's like 3-4 hours after I'd finished because I had to wait for my cousins and stuff. And I'm on the train, and I'm like, ooh, God, like my tummy's really not feeling good. By the time I get to the park and we set up for this picnic, I'm like, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. Like I go to the bathroom, I crap my brains out, I puke. I'm laying on the ground, writhing in pain, and like all my friends show up. They're like, "Will, like, congrats! Like, how are you?" I was like, "Oh, good to see you." So the whole barbecue with all my aunt and uncle came from Philly. Like my uncle came in from Manhattan. I mean, not just for me. My brother and my cousin had run it too, but it was like all these people were here, and I like was just laying on the floor the entire time, writhing
Put a
around.
picture of it right here.
in the
Carolina
grass.
sent me a picture.
Yeah.
And
It was like just
Will
gripping
did not
my,
look great.
My like buddy from high school I never get to see came, and I
Looking
was
up
like,
at them.
"Oh, it's so good to see you, man." Yeah,
Thank you so much for coming.
yeah. So it's kind of embarrassing actually that part, but I think it was.
Hey,
it was.
it's okay.
They
It
call it. I think
happens.
I googled it. They call it runner's stomach. I think it's because I ate. I think I
Runner's stomach
drank.
is just like very toned abs.
Yeah, I think it's because I drank and ate during the run way more than I did in any of my training. So
During the run.
I think I might have like over. Yeah, like I
Stop for lunch.
because when like when I go on my runs, I don't bring anything with me, and I just go. And
Do
then
you have to eat those little chewies or
I don't
whatever?
like I had never done that in any of my training, but then at the race they were like giving them out, and they had water stations like every mile or so, And so I was just like, hell yeah, like, I'll take what
When
it
in
was like
Rome.
it was like when you see a little table of snacks.
Like
you're
an hors
what are we
d'oeuvre.
working with?
Yeah.
It's like at Costco when people go in like different outfits to just get samples again. You're like running in laps, getting like completely sidetracked.
I actually did do that one time at the Gatorade station. I took one at one end of the table, just kept running, and grabbed another at the other end.
Is it true that people pass out shots during a marathon?
Like alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see any. We used to
seen
give
them.
out beers.
I think that might just be your friends.
Yeah, like I don't know how.
I think
we
if
would
you
give
were-
out beer at like the Boston Marathon in college, and like no one, one person would maybe take it and then just
Yeah.
like pour it on their face. And
I would be worried to take something from someone who doesn't work for the.
yeah, and I would also be worried if the staff was giving out alcohol.
There's
Sort of
one
a
really
catch-22.
fun table, yeah.
All right, I got to tell you this. I ran a half marathon last weekend, and we had a shoot a few days before where we were fitted by Chubbies, and I got these running shorts, and I was like, oh, these are a game changer. So I wore them for the half, and they were great because they had like a lining, and
There's a phone pocket on the line.
and the phone pocket on the lining.
which
so
Will didn't know about. We were sitting on the couch,
yeah,
and I said, "Will, do you ever put your phone in there?" And it blew his fucking mind.
because I had been all my training, I was running with just my phone in my hand, and then I just put it in there, and I never had to touch it, and I didn't chafe. I felt great. It's nice to have like the lining inside and then like the shorts on the outside. So personal endorsement, those Chubby shorts. I'm not wearing them right now, but I wore them on Saturday and they felt great.
Guys, Father's Day is right around the corner, and it's not just about socks. It's not about ties. It's about power moves. It's about you and your mini walking into summer in perfectly matching outfits that says, yes, we're related. Yes, we are a unit. And yeah, we both look incredible. We're talking the Dad and Lad collection from Chubbies. It's not just cute. It's performance family wear. It actually increases your grilling skills by 27%, your dad jokes by 42%, and it's going to result in some spontaneous chest bumps in public parks. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubbies has you covered. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code PLAY at chubbyshorts.com. That's code PLAY at chubbyshorts.com. Support our show and tell them that we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies. Speaking of being worried about taking drinks from someone last night, I was in my Uber. You know, sometimes they'll like hand you like a water or something.
Yeah.
He handed me like a brand that I didn't recognize, but I was like, you know, I'm thirsty. I'll have one. And when I opened it, I like couldn't tell if it was sealed or not. Like I didn't hear like the full crack or whatever. It's like, you know what, I'll take a sip. And then I took a sip, it tasted fine, took like another sip, and then I started feeling really lightheaded and my eyes were doing that. But it was impossible to be like, this is from this, because I'd been feeling kind of like that all day because I was like so hungover. So I stopped it, but I was like, what a dumb way to go down. If you're like if I like woke up like kidnapped, I would be like, I shouldn't have. Obviously, don't drink the water from the Uber driver.
What this is just further playing into your like Uber drivers are trying to kill me.
Wait, when did I say
You
that?
said that there was more threat of an Uber driver trying to kill you than getting in a car accident.
Yeah,
I think you just have like a fear of Uber drivers.
I think I don't know. I didn't realize that I should have seen it coming that people were not going to love that take. But I didn't realize how safe the Playmates were.
I think
Who
that's
were
just
on
basic.
Totally. Now I see that now.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to try and do more this year is you know, I'm not perfect. I'm going to continue to probably have bad takes.
It's all
But I'm going to try and be better about admitting when I was wrong. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made you guys uncomfortable by saying I don't wear my seatbelt. I still don't.
Oh yeah, I didn't even hear because I wasn't here for that. What
It
was
was
the gist of that?
akin to the last time where we got 300 comments being like, no seatbelt, have to wear a seat. One thing I didn't take into consideration is that it puts the other people in the car in danger. I felt like it was fine because I'm responsible for my body. It was inconsiderate to not realize that apparently your body becomes a projectile and just like can take someone's head off.
Yeah.
But gonna be better about it. I wear the seatbelt when I'm driving. I just personally, when I'm in the back of the Uber, I like to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
That's such a bad take.
No, I'm admitting it. I will start to wear it in Ubers because it puts him in danger. But if I'm actually maybe I don't know, I probably won't, but I'll say I will.
Well, don't.
I was in an Uber or a Waymo the other day.
Waymo.
I'm in on Waymos now, and we're going down the streets where there's cars parked on both sides. So if people are coming at each other, you have to pull into a
that's
an open
like
spot, and
a
they
really narrow
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're going. This woman swings around like a stop sign, sees the Waymo. I don't think she saw that we were in it, and I feel her pain of like I used to hate Waymos too, and so she's just fucking not moving.
Yeah.
And then we're like leaning in, being like, "Dude, go like pull in here," and she wouldn't. Drove around and started honking at the Waymo, and then the Waymo just backed up. It had to back up like 40 yards so that she could go around. And we were like, that's just very frustrating.
Yeah.
Like I used to fuck with Waymos if there's no one in there. We've all done it.
Yeah.
But
honking at a Waymo is funny.
yeah.
It's like, bro.
Yesterday, I was trying to be nice and let a Waymo in. There wasn't even anyone in there. And I stayed back where I was for probably like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it just wouldn't go. So I'm like, all right.
I was trying to let a guy cross the street today, and he just would not put himself in the mix. Like he was kind of hiding behind a car. So the other oncoming traffic stuff, like cars didn't see him. And I was looking at him like, dude, you gotta take one step into the crosswalk so that they see you. And then cars behind me started going around me. And so I lost like 5 pole positions because this guy wouldn't fucking put himself in the mix.
That drives me sick. Oh, I wrote some things down. Let me look at my...
Please.
MDW.
Let's see what I got.
Well, we're hanging out this weekend, right? You guys aren't going to bail?
Yeah.
My friends
We're
are in
hanging out
Hanging
town.
out on
right?
Friday, right?
Yeah.
Is that tomorrow?
Friday.
Friday.
Do you guys want to go to Gaslight this weekend?
Yeah.
What is that? It's
Karaoke bar.
Is it fun?
I used to
You
go
should get there.
with
We should get there early so we can actually sing.
Oh, okay.
It's impossible to get on. It's one stage, so it's like once it's night,
Oh,
Is
shit.
that tomorrow or is that Saturday?
it's open every night.
I'm saying our
Oh, Lauren had texted Friday, right?
Yeah. We're getting dinner at 8, and then
Yes.
the world
Saturday,
is our oyster.
I got a dinner.
Have you guys seen Tiki the dog?
No.
You seen Tiki the dog, Will?
No,
This woman
I've never seen any the dog.
This woman fosters rescue dogs.
Yeah.
And some rat bastard, I don't know what happened, but he's very skittish around people.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly it was like abused or something. It was really sad. But she's like documenting his progress as he gets like more friendly. And now he like sits in her lap. Now he like, plays with the other dog. And her whole thing is she like fosters them and then like gets them into a good home. But I think people are very upset because they're like, oh, you're just bonding with him now.
Yeah.
You should just keep him.
So should we keep him?
My mom applied to get this dog named Margot, and she hasn't heard back. But I wanted her.
That'd be fun.
Margot.
I got. Can I tell you what I was
Please.
gonna say? I got 2 TV nightmares.
Ooh, come on.
TV. Say it with me. TV
nightmare.
Nightmares.
TV
This is our
nightmare.
TV nightmare segment. No. Okay. On Monday, I'm in. Before I did the thing where they put the headphones on and they say, "What song is this?" for $5. What name the artist?
Did you really?
When I was in New York.
Oh.
Did you just run into him, or you?
No,
asked
I
him?
like know that
I remember
like,
you prefacing this before.
Yeah. We've had some dialogue, and
I just wanted to
he
use
had
that.
said, whenever you're in New York, come check out the office. And so I
Yeah.
went and checked out their office, and then he was like, "You want to do Trackstar?" And I was like,
Did you get it?
"I did pretty good, yeah. I'm pretty."
He tailors it like towards you.
He does.
bit,
Like
right?
we'd been talking about music, and I told him some of my favorite artists, and like, yeah. So there were definitely. I think if the first one was wrong, it wouldn't be that much of a show. So I think he kind of eases it, and then he kind of pushes you a little bit more. But it was cool. I love those videos.
So you're going to be in a video?
Yeah, like one of those like
on YouTube?
or on I think I guess they're on YouTube too. But like like they're on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Where he's like puts the headphones on you and he's like
Yes.
whips the song.
Yeah.
Anyway, the
TV Nightmare?
TV nightmares.
Yeah.
Monday, I And we're in Pinehurst, North Carolina. We're at the Pinehurst Brewing Company. Actually, it was on Sunday night, maybe. Whatever. We get to this bar. The Mets are on. They're playing the Red Sox. Or no, they're playing the Yankees that night. No, it was the last game of the Subway Series. The Mets are playing the Yankees Sunday night. We're at this bar in North Carolina, and we get seated, and I ask them if they can put the game on.
For the record, there are 100 TVs.
A lot of TVs. Yeah, it was just place. Do you mind? There was like a NASCAR race that was like 50 laps in. I was like, do you mind putting the Mets game? It was on Sunday Night Baseball. So they put it on for me. I'm watching. Then I guess the guys at the table next to us, which is this big group of like ne'er-do-wells, they asked.
Were they ne'er-do? I didn't even remember what they were.
No, they were just like fat old dads.
Okay.
And they asked to put on the NASCAR race again, I guess. Yeah. So then their waiter then switched it back to the NASCAR race. And I was like, oh, damn, like I had just changed it. And when it switches to the and they weren't watching the NASCAR race at all. They just saw that I'd put the Mets game on.
Hey, Will, one second. Hey, Lauren, when Will's telling a fucking story, why don't you put your fucking phone in your pocket and listen to this awesome TV nightmare?
I am.
What did he say?
He's trying to watch They're turning NASCAR
He's trying to watch NASCAR.
Oh,
he's driving around the track. He's going real.
Dude, just...
I want you to... this is an awesome story.
I am.
And I was there, so this story's more for you. And you're there texting away.
I'm not. Go.
What were you doing?
Texting?
Were you on IG Reels?
No.
You're texting Simone?
No.
Who's Simone?
She won't talk about it on the pod, but...
Continue.
Glad you kept her cool there, Lord.
There's a guy named Simone?
Yes.
Continue.
Okay. Fuck, that's now way more interesting than my story.
No, this is a great story, Lauren. Just listen.
I am. TV Nightmare NASCAR, you're on the tracks.
So I put the Mets game on, and then these guys who aren't even watching the NASCAR immediately are like, can we switch it back to the NASCAR to their waiter? And the moment it switches back to the NASCAR, they all go like, yeah. And I look over, and they're like looking at me. Like, I literally think they were just like, fuck you, we're in the South or something. And guess what they do? Just to rub it in, they just all get up and leave. They switch back to NASCAR, go, woo, and they all get up and walk out.
Yeah.
And our waiter came over, and I was like, what just happened? He was like, I honestly think they were just trying to fuck with you. And so he put the Mets game back.
It was also our waiter's third shift. And he was like, I wouldn't have known that he
did a great job.
He did a great job. But
guy.
He was like nervous. He kept being like, it's my third day. I don't know if they has to change it. And like, I just put it on and then
it was
like,
such a dick move.
Dude.
They literally just did that to fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. Like, why is watching baseball dumb?
No, that's...
I think that
we're in Pinehurst, North Carolina. We can't watch a Mets game.
I think that you represent everything that they despise down there.
They don't even know that though.
But as far as they know, you're from the big city. You wanted the Yankees.
I was wearing a Tigers hat.
Who would their team be?
The Braves.
The Braves, yeah. 98 Braves. That's the funniest song of all time. You hear that song? 98 Braves by Morgan Wallen?
Oh.
It's like, if we were a team and love was a game, we'd be the 98 Braves. And then he's got a part where he's like, I hit a long one towards the outfield, but it came up short with you. Or so. It's all baseball metaphors. It's very funny. Anyway.
He had there was one more, he had to fill one more slot on the album, and they're at a baseball game. He's like,
it literally is like, you struck me out with your heart, and I got on first and stole second, and we made it to third base.
I stole third. I'm like, what does that mean?
That doesn't sound good.
Forster.
Anyway,
Stop.
Why do you go on your phone? What do you do on there?
It's not a big problem.
I know, it's just like it. Okay, this is what I will say. I don't really care that much, but it is like when you're telling a story and I look over there and you're not looking, then it kind of sometimes throws me off. But I'm being just being honest.
Okay, but it was like I had one more word to finish, so I was like, let me just write the one word.
What was the last
What
word?
was the last word?
Love. Nuts.
Te amo.
No, just tell your other TV nightmares.
Texting Simone Bolivar over there.
Who's that?
He's like a revolutionary from Colombia. Fuck. Second TV nightmare.
What time is it even over there? It's like 4 a.m.
I'm
over there.
texting my friend Cameron.
Okay.
If you really want to know.
Okay, Cameron sounds
Red Wings jersey, runs with Ferris. Yeah, I know him. Okay.
he runs with Ferris.
Yesterday
That crowd he's running with.
Yesterday was a dual-wheeled Survivor finale and Knicks game
Okay.
happening while I'm on the plane from Charlotte to Salt Lake City and then Salt Lake City to LAX. And I am watching.
You sit in first class?
I did. I was.
Thank you. Everyone thinks Will everything.
Well, I don't make it my whole fucking thing.
Everyone thinks Will's this blue collar man's man. Will's up there in the front eating caviar off of Lauren. Help me out here. What is he eating it off of?
His hand.
He's eating it off of his
doing
hand
caviar
like
bumps.
a true.
I'm eating it off
Wait,
of
what'd you
hooker's
say?
balls.
Oh no!
I'm eating caviar off of hooker's balls. Is that what you guys want to hear?
Yes, man. Thank you.
Obviously, it was
That's
Salt
why you
Lake
be
City.
honest.
What else am I gonna do?
Damn.
Anyway, I land in Salt Lake City. I have 8 minutes before the boarding doors close on my other flight, and it's Survivor's like it's going into the final tribal. Had some outages on the first leg, so I missed some of the dialogue, but I had kind of watched most of it. So I book it through the airport, get onto the next plane, immediately start up Survivor, and they are getting ready. They're like finishing up final tribal council and getting ready to read the votes. And right as they go to read the votes, Delta safety presentation, like clockwork. Hi, thank you for flying Delta Airlines.
The new one's like 4 fucking
yeah, because
minutes
it's like
long too.
it's the 100th anniversary of
They're
Delta to celebrate
Nancy
this.
is-
I'm like, oh,
Nancy
who
is
won?
representing the 1940s.
And you're like, all right, we don't need this whole fucking song and dance.
And then when it comes back, it was the reunion. So I missed the whole reveal of who won. I mean,
It comes
figured
back
out.
and Probst is like, craziest tribal ever.
Yeah, thankfully it airs later on the West Coast, so I got in Ubered home, and Scott was watching it, so I got to rewatch it. But after that happens, then I switch over to the Knicks game, which was in the final minutes.
That was a brutal ending.
And we got one of those fucking stand-up comedian flight attendants. It's like, and when it pops up, it doesn't. You could still kind of watch the game, but it puts a box in the middle
Yeah,
that
the
says
Navy
like
box.
PA
Yeah.
in progress, and it's right on Jalen Brunson in like the last possession. And so I'm like, I was so fucking awful. And then of course the Knicks ended up losing that game too. It made it that much worse.
That shot at the end was legitimately one of the craziest shots I've ever
ridiculous,
seen.
ridiculous.
Can you explain
To your Indiana Pacers.
You want us to explain this in like girl terms?
No, just
Okay, so
how is this
Blair Waldorf and Serena Vanderwoodson are. You ever seen the field hockey episode of Gossip Girl?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever seen?
Okay. You ever seen like Queer Eye?
No.
Have you ever
Okay.
seen a Nets game? It's just like that.
No.
A Bulls game.
Okay.
Imagine-
Is this the end of the Pacers?
This
is this
game,
the last?
This
The
is game
conference
1
finals.
of the conference the
So
Eastern
then-
Conference
The winner of
Finals.
this series goes to the championship.
Okay, and who's on the other side?
The
Pacers.
No, like the other.
Oklahoma
The-
City and Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's I will say, I'm very happy that we have like kind of a ragtag Final Four here because it's like more fun to watch. But the like two, how do I say this? There's more like flopping from these teams than there would be like on the other side.
Flopping
Like SGA is like they call him like the free throw merchant because he just like falls down and then hits like a crazy shot and they like aren't fouling him. So he had like 15 free throw attempts.
Oh, I was gonna. They were
No.
letting him play last night.
I think they probably
Jalen
got
Brunson
like
got clocked in the throat, and they didn't call it.
oh, maybe that was a different one. There was one where he
Not that one, not that one.
grabbed someone's arm and hit him. Lauren, we're telling you like about a epic baseball game.
You don't. Oh my god! Just continue. Like you don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Wait,
It's
that is the. Do you think the problem is that we want to know what you're doing
No,
on your
it's
phone?
just like if I have to look at something really quick, you don't. Like you guys will check your phone for a second. It doesn't need to be that big of a deal. Just like continue. It's
Basically, what we were saying is it's fine. It's Jalen Brunson was getting fouled left and right last night. They were letting him play. I actually saw an article on ESPN this morning that was like, "Are the refs letting him play too much?" I'm not even kidding. Like I think there's like people are like they're really letting him do some shit. Maybe not Shea. I haven't watched the Western Conference at all, but
he He, I think, had the most free throw attempts, in like a conference final game.
MVP.
Lauren, so sorry. That's probably confusing for you. The Willy, break it down in girl terms for
The Indiana Fever are playing the New York Liberty, and Sabrina Ionescu is getting clocked in the throat by Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham.
Whoa, how do you know all these?
But she is goated. She's a 3-point goat, and she's clutch player of the year. So she's fighting through it. But then at the end, Caitlin Clark hits a buzzer beater.
I saw that shot. I actually did see that shot.
For the Pacers?
Pacers. That was sick. It was.
And Lexi Hull hits 6 threes.
And then
the last quarter.
Diana Taurasi, what's she doing?
She's not on.
She's on Phoenix.
She's still in the league.
Yeah, and she wears like crazy long shorts. She wears like capris.
Woo, I love capris.
Aaron Neesmith, fun fact, he was like going off last night. Same age as me from Charleston.
What could have been?
We have some mutual friends. Kind of cool.
Roadmap. What?
Bro called a roadmap.
Yeah, well, why
Bro's
can't...
sus. Lauren vented.
Lauren's venting.
All right, yeah, can I just go pee real quick?
I have to pee as well. We just got our new Ridge wallets. Here's my thing with wallets. The big ones you have to like put in your back pocket unless you want to be like Mr. Big Pockets in the front. Here's my thing with the Ridge wallet. I put it in the same pocket as my phone because it's so I have keys and whatever else I'm putting in the left one. And then this is so small that I can slip it right next to my phone. It doesn't feel like I'm like digging around for stuff. And then look at this. Watch how cool it is when I pop my card out. Bink.
That was kind of cash. Speaking of cash, it's got a strap right here for your cash. As usual, I have none on me.
Ridge wallets are ultra slim, effortlessly sleek, and surprisingly spacious. It holds up to 12 cards plus cash, all without turning your pockets into a lumpy mess, which was Will's nickname in college. It slips right into your front pocket and practically disappears. And don't let the slim profile fool you. This thing is tough.
That's what they say about me.
Do not let Will's slim profile fool you. Guys, crafted from premium materials like titanium and carbon fiber, it's built to handle whatever life throws at it. Plus, it comes with a built-in RFID blocking tech to keep your cards safe from digital pickpockets. Ridge is so confident in their quality, they offer a lifetime warranty. It's literally the last wallet you will ever buy.
Also, losing your wallet, something I do a lot. Ridge has an AirTag attachment, so you'll always know exactly where it is before panic mode kicks in. And right now, Ridge is having their huge Memorial Day sale. That's 40% off at ridge.com/playdate. Just head to ridge.com/playdate to see their biggest sale of the year. And after you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please do us a solid. Support our show and tell them that we sent you. We love you guys. Let's get back into the episode.
Roadmap. We have a beautiful episode for you guys today. We're going to hear your pitches, followed by our pitches. Then we're going to do everyone's favorite segment, Teach Me Something. Followed by This Sky Rocks, This Sky Rocks, This Sky Rocks Today. Hey, hey, I said this guy rocks, and he rocks so hard. He rocks in your house, and he rocks in your yard.
There's rocks in my yard?
Thank you, Lauren. And then Will and I are going to tell you ways to slide into people's DMs.
Come on, dude.
What?
Really?
You don't like that?
During the roadmap? No, he just had this nastiest thing I've ever heard.
Would you rather have him keep it in and have his tummy get upset? Do you remember what happened last time his tummy got upset? He had the Hershey squirts all over the couch.
I had Hershey squirts all over the public restroom in Prospect Park.
Do you know how much money it cost to reupholster this couch after the last time Willie's tummy hurt?
Yeah,
it was horrible.
I had the Hershey paint. It was more of a Hershey explosion. It was like a fucking Klondike bar out of my ass.
I had a poop
weirdly white
yesterday that literally, the fact that like the structural integrity of it still makes no sense to me. It was legitimately the length of my forearm, but like this thing, I might be exaggerating. It disappeared half of it disappeared down the hole. So I can't for sure say how long it was, but it was fucking shocking.
Yeah, it's like how they like approximate like the size of a dinosaur based on like one bone or something.
It was it's like how
Lauren,
you know how there's like 8
the
inches of
bone thing I said, or no? Because I can't.
You know, there's
Yes?
like 8 inches of penis like on the inside of your body. That's what it looks like.
Is that true?
It goes like all the way back down to your like butt.
That's why if you jelk, you can get some of it out.
Lauren, can you Google like what percentage of the penis is undetectable
Google
to the naked eye?
jelking goaded technique.
It's I think like each person has like you have way more
ultimate
penis on the
gooner.
inside than.
Google penultimate gooner.
What am I Googling?
Google baseball stats that seem too hard to believe.
Half. There's more. That's half of your penis is inside your body. That's cray.
Half of my penis is inside your body.
So Willie, you have like an extra like 2 inches of penis inside.
Oh, I could fucking kill you right now. God, I could fucking kill you right now.
Ew!
What?
Look at the spit on his shirt.
What? Again, you want him to keep it all inside his body? His mouth will get wet.
Oh, maybe don't rile me up saying things like penis.
And then we're going to do beach games that don't exist. And then we'll finish with Rusty's song of the day. We got, I think, 2,500 of you bad boys out there now.
Dude.
Actually.
No, I believe you.
What?
You
It's
forgot-
funny that you just like seeing your brain turn for the number every week. It's like,
Oh.
You forgot to add.
I know. I had to go back
You
and do
did?
it last
Okay.
night. I'm sorry about that,
Did
guys.
you fix the order?
I fixed the order, too. Lauren, motherfucking pitches.
pitch that shit.
Oh, great. Lauren's having lunch.
Throw me that ghost fork.
Ghost fort.
Ghost fork. Ghost fork.
You guys missed sushi yesterday.
Yeah, what was that all
Oh,
about?
thank God. I hate sushi.
Can't even like be in the same office, has
Can't
it?
even be around people that have eaten it before. You guys haven't ever eaten it, right?
You know, you can. They used to think you couldn't kiss someone if you were celiac and they just had gluten, but science just discovered that you can't. Big news for celiac people.
I think you just can't fuck a bagel.
All right.
Redefining what I put the cream in cream cheese. Oh, take that out. Bleep that.
Play it
one.
twice. Play it twice.
You flossing now? What are you doing?
I'm
What's
chocolate
happening?
in my teeth.
You're actually flossing?
Yeah.
I thought you was doing a bit.
No.
I don't want chocolate in my teeth while I'm reading the pitches from the Playmates. Okay.
Why are you eating chocolate at 10 in the
Because
morning?
I was so hungry I was going to like turn into dust. All right. First pitch is from Ben.
I respect it.
Ben Piat. Or
Ben Piat?
or Yat. I don't know.
Can you get the penis off the screen? Though?
Okay. First pitch is
Lauren,
from Ben.
that's the opposite of getting
What?
the penis off the screen. You made it bigger.
Ew. Blech. The inside of that looks disgusting.
You don't talk about Lauren making a penis bigger. I don't want to hear about her weekend plans.
From like sex and boner.
Oh.
Yes.
You were talking about like crazy boner sex.
crazy boner sex.
Have you ever had boner sex?
All right. Keep reading.
Have you had boner sex?
Stop it.
Okay. What's up, Powder Puff and Girl?
Powder.
Puffin girl.
Puff and Girl.
I'm the puffin girl. Put a picture of a half puffin, half girl here.
Oh.
All right. What's the worst part about going to sporting events?
It's a good question. Once it's done, getting home is a whole thing.
You're in the middle and you have to pee.
Okay. Ben says, missing a big play while getting food. As soon as you convince yourself it's a slow point in the game, you wait in line to grab $30 nachos and you hear the crowd pop.
Yep.
You look around frantically trying to see what happened to no avail. Introducing Stadium Striders, an app similar to Uber Eats, DoorDash, but your food gets delivered straight to your seat. No more anxiety-filled speed walks to the hot dog stand. Watch the whole game, stay full, and tip your Strider. Pitch from Benny in Virginia. Love you guys and girl. P.S. Please bring back Am I the Asshole?
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. I love it. I wish there was a guy that could. I wish there was a guy that could poop for you or pee for you. At a
True.
game.
There used to be. I had an idea too that I just thought of during this. Maybe instead of having to have like the individual, maybe there's just in the app you could go and be like, I could go for a hot dog, and if enough people in your section do that, then the hot dog vendor would be like, oh, high density hot dog.
Yeah.
We got a hot dog food desert over here. You know what I mean? Like if enough people, you kind of put in what you'd want, and then the vendor can see a map of like where people are requesting the most.
Ready?
Yeah.
You I could go for a hot dog, and if someone is already going to get their hot dog, they'll get theirs free if they get yours.
Ooh.
I like that. So you pay double for a hot dog?
I'd pay double for a hot dog to knock it up.
Yeah, I guess if it's like a cheap hot dog.
Yeah.
Really?
Lauren, do you know how much fucking money we make? Will and I are rolling in it. I could buy like a dozen hot dogs if I wanted.
Yeah, once this episode comes out, I could get a dozen hot dogs.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. Next
Haven't
pitch.
paid my rent this month.
Next.
I own that.
I own that shit.
Next pitch is from Brandon Charles.
Hi, Brendan Charles.
What, BC? Come on.
Brandon says, "What's up, Nina Pinta in the Santa Maria?
Nina.
I want to be the Santa Maria."
Pinta.
Boy, do I have a pitch submission
Come on,
for
man. Come on,
you.
Brandon.
It is a restaurant. I honestly might have read this. No, I haven't. It's a restaurant called Leftovers. They only serve leftovers like reheated pizza, cold pasta, and various soups. The way this works is you can either order off the menu of items or you can bring in your own food and have the chefs prepare it for you in a professional way. My thought is this will be a great place to go the weekend after Thanksgiving for turkey sandwiches and that stuff. Love the pod. Keep up the great content.
I like that.
I love that. That'd be fun to bring him like a bunch of ingredients and be like, just do your worst.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think we can do out of it. It's like that dad on TikTok that makes fast food stuff gourmet. So they'll like order something from Taco Bell and then he'll deconstruct it and make it gourmet.
I love Taco Bell.
I do too, dude. I was TB maxing last week.
My TV Max.
I literally have gained 5 pounds since I got into Taco Bell. All right,
It's so good. I had a steak
What do you got?
quesadilla.
I don't like the new cantina menu.
When I was in New York City, after I got over all my shits and pukes and stomachs, I went out in the big city and we got a private karaoke room. And I was in there till 4 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's fucking.
And then I went to Taco Bell after and got Taco Bell. And I ate a steak quesadilla and the sun started coming out and I had a panic attack.
Yep.
I'm actually drooling.
I have a bone to pick with Taco Bell. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
Why?
what's the best part about Taco Bell?
It's fast.
The service.
The sauces, like the mild sauce from Taco Bell is my favorite. Maybe my favorite like condiment in the world.
Hot.
I still like it without it, but like it elevates everything. You need the sauce. Went out of my way to order 8 sauce packets or however many, and 2 times in a row they just didn't put my sauce in the thing. And it's like most of these things require the Taco Bell sauce.
On anything.
Dude, it's chicken quesadilla with
How do you not use their hot sauce?
yeah, the
That's
chicken quesadilla with the
anything
mild thing.
spicy.
All right.
I have a delicate palate.
Yeah. What is the worst? What's the worst part about getting to your ball when you're golfing?
Car path only. Or some bullshit like that.
Lauren?
You have to like get through the weeds and the rumbles.
The rumbles.
You gotta get
the
through
fescue.
You gotta get through the rumbles. Actually, let me rephrase this. What's the worst part about getting from the green to the tee? The green to the next tee. It's boring. It's boring.
Yeah, fair.
It's not fun. This is a golf course where each green is connected to the tee box by like a very short but very fun roller coaster.
I like that.
So, you can have a blast between each hole. I think that would be so. And there's, dude.
What about your cart?
No, the cart, like
That's
you drive it
the-
onto the.
Or like locks in.
you
like a
drive it
shopping
onto like a
cart
track,
thing.
and then it's like.
Yeah. That's very fun.
And there's so much acreage out there. They could build crazy roller coasters that they'd never be able to at a theme park because there's not enough room.
That's
Use
a
the word
great
acreage.
idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Do
Do your worst, Willie.
what is I don't do them like that. Cargo shorts with temperature controlled pockets. Okay,
Lauren didn't like it. Put Lauren's reaction right
cut
here.
to Lauren and then put a big X on her face and put bozo underneath. You better do it.
I will.
All right, wait. Explode, Lauren. Explode yourself with FX.
Like a drone. Okay.
So what are you putting in there? Like
Ice cream sandwich on the go, motherfucker. Imagine you want to take one of those, like, you know, those things like 2 chocolate chip cookies with a.
I just had one of those last night.
Yeah. Imagine. Guess what? You want to take that to go? Good fucking luck, bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I did not mean bitch like you. I meant just like
I didn't mean bitch like you. You're
it's
different. You're a completely different type of bitch.
No,
I was saying I meant bitch like someone else.
I didn't mean I was saying that like generally, but then I looked at you and I said it. Can you cut that?
No. He called her bitch.
I didn't call Lauren a bitch.
I've called Lauren a bitch before.
many of times.
No,
No,
but I didn't-
I've only done it once, and you got very upset.
Probably 3.
I was saying like generally, if you try to put an ice cream sandwich in your pocket, good luck, bitch.
Yes.
But then I happened to turn to you right when I said it. Well, I wouldn't.
It's okay. It's okay. Ice cream sandwich pocket. What about hot?
Or
You tell her about the hot side.
or how about
Whore?
this?
Whore? What, now you're calling me a whore? Seriously, dude?
Oh, wait,
whore.
whore, get a load of this. You're gonna love the
What
hot
about
part.
hot whore?
Whore, idiot whore.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Here's another practical use. You know, some people like to go to festivals or concerts and stuff, and I've heard out here people like to do bring like chocolate bars to eat. I guess just eat chocolate at the festival, but then it melts and it gets all sticky.
It gets all over your like butt and stuff, and people think it's like
Crun,
something crazy.
crepping. So it keeps it cool. It's a cool temperature controlled pocket.
Or there's one of them.
Or you can do warm in the winter for a hot pocket.
One of them microwave stuff, so you can put like popcorn in there, and then when you're walking around, it's like pop, pop, pop.
Wait, dude. Wait, did you just say warm in the winter? I thought you said, or you can do a worm in the winter. Put a worm in there in the winter. And then I'm like, why would you only want a
You know,
worm?
you're carrying around your worm, but it's
A
way too
worm
cold
in the
in
winter.
Oh.
That's like a saying that doesn't exist. I haven't figured out what it means yet.
Worm in the winter?
You're hotter than a worm in the winter.
So no, worm in the winter is someone who's got to make some changes, or they're gonna die.
Yeah.
The other morning on my walk, I was moving worms off the sidewalk because they were like
Had it rained?
they were shriveling up, and I felt bad.
The other day I was.
Respect.
The other day I was moving worms off the sidewalk.
Someone's got to do it.
I was right. I was 2 blocks ahead of you putting them on the sidewalk.
All right, should we do teach me something? Lauren, how would you? All right, let's do a little cosplay.
Okay.
Lauren, I'm gonna call you, and you're gonna pick up. Bring, 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 bring.
Hello?
Exactly. Did you know that?
There's no way.
What?
What?
Go ahead.
Did you already do this?
This was your Teach Me Something last episode.
No, it wasn't. The
Like
origins of
10
hello.
10 episodes ago.
No, it was like 2 episodes.
Just say.
Wait, I just learned this 2 days ago.
Say it.
It's impossible. I learned this in North Carolina.
Oh, maybe you just told me then.
The origins of hello.
Mm-hmm.
It originally Alexander Graham Bell. They were trying to come up with like a how people should answer the phone. Because before, if you saw someone, you'd be like, "Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever." There wasn't like a uniform one, and he was pitching that it should have been ahoy. Like you'd pick up and be like, "Ahoy!" And then I think Ben Franklin was like, "No,
What would be fun?
it should be hello."
Ben Franklin?
Apparently.
Wait,
I
what?
think Google. Or wait. Let me just finish, and then we can figure it out.
Wasn't the phone like the early 1900s?
The telephone? No, it was like the early 1800s,
18.
late 1700s, maybe.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Google when the telephone was invented.
1876.
Okay, it's the late 1800s. I
maybe
don't
it-
think Ben Franklin was part of
I don't
this.
think he was, but someone said it. Whatever. So apparently, hello used to just be like an exclamation, like something would happen. You'd be like, "Hello," but then he was like,
Yeah.
Now it's a greeting.
Wait, did he not say this? Am I tripping?
no. I think
Maybe
you're
we just
tripping.
maybe someone else taught me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No,
to jump
it's
down
okay.
your throat like that then.
Dude, brother like me loves when you jump down that throat.
Come on, jump on in.
What? Get in.
Ew. Okay. Dude. Stop. Disgusting. Nobody everyone's hating that.
I loved it.
Hating. Okay, what's your teach me?
Oh, ready? Who here likes birds?
This guy, come on, right
on.
here. I'm open.
I'm open. The Eurasian swift.
Wait, let me 1 second. Eurasian Swift.
The Eras tour in Moscow.
No.
There's
One
for
second.
Istanbul.
The Eurasian Swift.
Give me a song. Give me a Taylor Swift song. Give me a Taylor Swift song.
Fearless.
Fear. All right, I'll come back to me.
They can stay in the air for weeks or months at a time.
Jesus.
And they just dip down and just skim some water out of the water to drink it. And then when they sleep and just flying in circles with one eye open.
What?
Question?
Yeah.
Why would they want to do that?
I don't know. And then they don't ever go on the ground until they're sexually mature.
Oh, look at that.
Brother like me would stay up there forever then. Yeah, that's fucking bizarre. I don't like that. Why wouldn't they just go in a tree or something?
I don't know. They're fucking hammered.
All right, should we do
That
This
is
Sky
interesting.
Rocks.
This sky rocks. This sky rocks today. Hey, hey,
I said this sky rocks and he rocks so hard. He rocks in your house and he rocks in your yard. Lauren, turn the
There's a
airdrop on,
brick
girl.
in my
Come on.
garden.
I select mine already.
Okay. This is a guy named, what's his name? Hookup Hero? Yeah, this is the Hookup Hero. And he's telling you that you shouldn't fear wild parties.
Never fear wild parties. Orgies, swingers nights, fetish parties can be a gift from God. But if you're comfortable with people who are sexually expressive, they can be paradise. If you get an invitation to go to one, go. Here are a few words of warning. Don't touch anyone without permission.
Okay.
And don't go where you're not invited. These parties may be wild, but they are not a free-for-all. Be polite, and you'll have more fun.
Guy rocks.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to go to a party. I want to go to a party with him, and I want him to
Do his worst.
show me where
Opening up TikTok and your grandpa just being like, swingers nuts can be paradise.
I love
That's a
him.
good point.
He seems so kind too.
Girl, I doubt that. I bet that brother gets crazy.
He can still be kind.
Yeah,
I don't think you can be kind and crazy. I think
you can freak it
Yes, you
kind. You
can.
can be kind when you freak it.
What's the kindest you've ever freaked it? All right.
All right, Will. Who did?
This is the celebrity barber bodyguard.
Do you like it?
Why is there a barber shop in a Walmart?
I don't know, but it's also funny. It's like actually pretty. Like I think he did a really good job.
He did a really good job. There's just a lot happening. I saw a guy the other day get a
Super
haircut, and the woman spun him around, and he was like, "Fuck no, no!"
Actually, where?
It was just on TikTok.
Oh.
I guess I
It's
should have
like-
phrased that differently. He was like furious with the haircut she gave. All right, should we do ways to slide into someone's DMs?
Sure.
These are ways to slide into someone's DMs.
I base these all off of things that have worked on me.
Okay.
Real site dating for free totally, 100% instant sex cams for everyone, 18 plus.
That would work. All right, you send him an audio message with this.
Oh God.
Now introducing Lord Featherstone. I've traveled far and wide to give you this message. I'm requesting your presence on a date.
That would work.
That's pretty
I
hilarious.
love that.
I feel lonely. I need someone next to me now. Call me and let's have fun. Squirt emoji.
Oh God.
These are all actually pulled from my DMs.
You have your friend DM them something like really crass, and then you join the group chat and you go, "Is this guy bothering you?"
That's good. Okay. Are you interested in sex cameras with me? Check out my latest movie preview. Watch now here.
You go, "I'm lost and I can't find my parents. Can you help me, please?"
It's kind of like you're a little kid. Okay, this is my idea. I haven't actually made the thing, but one of those like you have $15 to build the perfect like blank, but it's like the date.
Yeah,
like
that'd
$15
actually
to
be-
build the perfect date. So it's like different options.
That would be
so it's
great.
like a good conversation starter, and it would give you like
I love
an
that.
idea.
You accidentally send them a Ben Shapiro clip, and then you go, fuck, 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 I didn't mean to do this. This isn't representative of my character.
I like that a lot. A trivia question.
Such as?
I don't know. I just want.
Where is the origin
I'm
of
hoping this leads to anyone sending me trivia questions. I like trivia questions.
You DM them a picture of their childhood best friend's home from the bushes. All right, should we do beach games that don't exist?
Yes.
Tee it up, Willie.
These are beach games that don't exist.
Wait, why don't you do like summer's right around the corner? Like something like what are your favorite games to
I'm fine with that. Summer's here.
Okay. Oh, I was just trying to be helpful.
He was doing the thing
doing
you
Oh,
asked him
I
to
thought
do.
you hated it.
No, I hate you, not it though.
Be not. Say you don't.
Obviously, I don't.
Okay. Like just go.
Did you think I did for a second?
No.
For like a half second?
No, I know you don't hate me. He does though.
Summer is here.
Don't say that.
Well, summer's coming, motherfuckers. Summer's right around the corner. These are the hottest beach games of 2025.
Have you ever played Seagulls? You swarm other beachgoers, eat all their food, and then poop on their blankets.
Trench warfare. You dig two World War I style. You got.
Yeah, I have the exact same.
Trench warfare. You dig two World War I style trenches, like 30 feet apart from each other, and you each have an assortment of colored balls. Your goal is to get the balls into the other person's trench without them stopping you. If you're out of the trench and you get hit with the ball, you're out. So it's like dodgeball combined with trench shit. It's sick.
I love it. Oh, when I was a kid, we used to play Cousins and Uncles,
Crunkles.
where you go up to other groups and you see how long you can convince them that you were actually part of this beach trip and you're their cousin or uncle.
I think that would work. Landmine. You all dig yourselves holes and completely cover yourselves where just your mouth is out. And then someone has to walk around. And if you can get them to get close enough to where you can grab their ankle, you win.
Yeah, but if they pour beer into your mouth hole, then you lose.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to trench warfare. I have Vietnam. You dig tunnels and you try and sneak into each other's bases.
I like that. Keep it down. You get a helium balloon, and it's the opposite of keep it up. You have to keep it down. The catch is you have to have one guy with a BB gun ready to shoot it so you don't litter.
Shark attack.
Oh!
You strap meat to your ankles. Get out there. Shark bites one. What did I write?
Shark bites one.
Dog bites one, two bites the fish.
Wait, this is what I wrote. Shark bite or shark attack. You get a point if you get the lifeguard to think you're getting eaten by a shark, get bitten yourself, or get it to bite one of your opponents.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Last man sitting. This one I'm actually excited about. When you get there, it's when the tide's coming in. You try to see. You set a time, and you're saying, "Okay, sorry." When you get to the beach and the tide's coming in, you set a time, and you say, "At this time, whoever is closest to the water without having been touched by it wins." So you have to decide how close you want to put your chair and try to approximate where the tide will be at that said time.
That's fantastic. That reminds me, we used to you ever go logging. We would like sit right where the wave breaks and see who could like sit there the longest.
In a chair?
No. Like out in the just floating.
Got it. Yeah.
Sandwich. 2 guys of the bread, the rest of the toppings. Run at them. Try and squish them all together.
Wait. What?
Tomato. Volunteer.
You're just bumping into each other? You're just
Yeah,
like
man.
shoving into each other?
You fucking come up with a beach game.
Yeah, come up with a beach game. And it can't be barbecue hands because that's my next one.
Torpedo. You take the lightest friend in your group and then you try to throw them as far as you can into the ocean, but they
Wouldn't work.
can't
That would
swim,
never
so you
work.
don't
That's
save
not even
them.
close to ever working. That would never work. It would break. Okay. Precision body surfing. Body surfing is usually about how far you can go. This is about if you can hit very specific targets. Like, you know, like I feel like it'd be fun to have to try to like aim.
Yeah, you set up like a slalom course.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that. All right, should we do Rusty's song of the day?
Arsad, hit me.
Someone said that we should start outroing the episodes with the song, but I think it would just demonetize us.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think I'm ever gonna figure it out by Elliott Smith.
Nice.
He's one of the only guys that like I feel like I can like hit shuffle just on his page, and I find new ones that I like all of them, but I'll find every time I think I've heard them all, I find a new one.
You doing okay?
Yeah. Elliott Smith. I love Elliott Smith. This one's actually kind of happy. It's about him trying to figure out what a girl is thinking, I think. I found it yesterday. I haven't It's really good.
Like that? I'm kidding, dude. It's not like that. I love you, man.
All right. We love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your Monday. Have a great Tuesday, and we will see you bright and early on Wednesday.
What should they comment?
Comment
a picture of my balls.
Someone commented on one of our TikToks a screenshot
I saw
of you
that.
like sitting. I was like, I don't know how they even got that.
Because you can
picture.
put comments or
Was it the one where I'm sitting like this?
Yeah.
Dude, that was in someone posted in the subreddit.
Do we have a?
There's the Almost Friday TV subreddit.
That's
there was
funny.
it was just a screenshot of me sitting like this.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, that was good.
Comment a new segment idea, and we'll pick one.
Yeah, we're gonna spice things up. We've been on the road a lot, and
Yeah.
it's been really hard to like innovate because we've been kind of. And then Lauren was gone and everything, but I think this summer is gonna cool down a little bit for us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have more opportunity to get a little creative, and we want to try new segments.
I think the only travel we have you and I are going to the Bahamas
yes
on the 30th through
Margaritaville at sea.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to the Bahamas. I didn't realize
Yeah, we're going
that's
to
what that
Nassau.
was.
That's
So
the Bahamas,
sick.
yeah. And then we are going to
It's just you guys and Lucas.
Willy and I are going to New York in June, and then I think that's it. I have an August trip to Maine and Minnesota, but
So
Yeah, I
fun.
have a trip in July, but for the most part, we'll be here.
for the most part, we will be here. All right, we love you guys so much. Lauren, play that motherfucking theme music, boy.